Porter Airlines is spreading its wings.
There'll be a lot of new market destinations, launch of Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, and Halifax.
Air Canada and WestJet have a hold on about 75% of Canada's domestic market.
You have to get big enough, fast enough to compete with the major players in the marketplace.
Porter's trying to carve out a bigger share by doing things differently, offering what it calls an elevated economy experience.
Free fast streaming Wi-Fi as if you're in your own living room. We have free beer and wine served in real glassware. And the hospitality is done with genuine service.
Not to mention no middle seats. Travel expert Leslie Cater says that's key for clients with mobility issues.
Having the seats 2-2, that's a real bonus.
It's a tough time to convince cash-strapped consumers to shell out more.
The marketplace will decide whether having more flight options or having better fares is what sways them to go with one airline versus another.
But Porter is no stranger to uphill battles and curveballs. Porter is the only major Canadian airline to shut down completely during the pandemic, and that closure lasted a year and a half. It was a turbulent time, but in hindsight, analysts say it allowed the carrier to preserve capital. Porter had access to a federal loan of up to $270 million and emerged from the pandemic with plans to come back bigger and better.
Air Canada lost $8 billion over the pandemic. It allowed us to preserve our balance sheet and focus on the future.
Toronto City Council just extended the lease on Porter-owned Billy Bishop Airport, allowing it to remain there for another 2 decades. And Porter plans to open a second airport near downtown Montreal.
It's going to have an atmosphere and convenience and quality that's very much like Billy Bishop. It will be, as I like to say, Billy Bishop on steroids.
Analysts say Porter's ability to soar to new heights will depend on how it handles the expansion. And many say its existence forces rivals to step up their game.
This is good for Canadians. We want more airline competition.
Anne Gaviola, Global News, Toronto.